Hi, this is Cindy with Quantum Kaleidoscope. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna do a next 48-hour kind of reading. Okay, so I'm gonna do same thing I've been doing, which is so I'm gonna use the Angel Answers deck. So if you have a quick question that's going on right now that could potentially help you over the next 2 days, feel free to think about that. And ultimately, do you think your answer is on the first card that pops out or the second card? Okay, so what answers do we have those who are watching to help them in the next 48 hours? What answer can we say for those who picked number 1? Okay, I'm going to take choose a new direction. Okay, and so this kind of came out with it. Forgiveness. Okay, so it's always positive to forgive, like, I mean, it's not necessarily for the other person, it's for you, right? But however, new things can come. If you've been thinking that, like, oh man, I'll never be forgiven, or I'll never forgive this person, or whatever the case is, maybe it's time to choose a new direction, kind of thing. But anyways, take that, however you are thinking, because hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay. Okay, and so what is the second answer? Okay, for those who chose the second card that pops out, what can we tell them? Okay, you got 2 cards as well. Let go. Okay, and listen to your intuition. Okay, so maybe these, 2 reading or these 2 answers are, related, or maybe not, but I mean, like, what do you need to let go? What has your intuition been calling you to do, So hopefully that helps for the next 48 hours. And so now I'm just going to do kind of a freestyle read to see what's going on. Okay, so what can we tell those today that to help them over the next 48 hours? What do they need to know today? What will help them stay in highest vibration and on their truth path? Okay, what do we have here? Okay. So we have the 2 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. Okay. So has there been some kind of conflict that you've been going with or that you've had recently? Okay, the 5 of Swords does represent, harsh words, selfishness, but it's also about putting yourself first, but you want to make sure to, do whatever you want, right? But I mean, there is a way to get what you want without hurting anybody else, right? Or again, if somebody hurt you, right? Like, I mean, there is a time for forgiveness, there's a time to, release and give an apology. Okay, we have the Page of Cups here. Okay, so this is fresh, new energy. This is, cups. This is emotions. This is love. Okay, but this can also represent, like something small, like saying sorry to somebody or expressing some kind of, emotion, right? But this can also represent leveling up, like through this conflict, right? Every challenge, has an opportunity for, real growth, right? And so we see here this, like, the Page of Cups, okay? And then we see the Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups is, caring, loving. She knows that in order to help other people, for example, she needs to, fulfill her own cup, like, you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, and then 2 of Wands. So 2 of Wands is like, you probably had some kind of inspiration recently, and this is about, being at that crossroads, right? Like we did see with one of the angel answers about, choosing a new direction, right? So this can represent, being at that crossroads. It's like, do I level up? Do I stay kind of in this immature, energy. Like, again, maybe somebody was immature towards you, right? But that can, tend to lead to more pettiness, for example, right? Or it's like, am I going to take this wisdom? Am I going to take what I've learned? Am I going to put myself first? Love myself first, and then, like, you know, okay, but it's like you're at a crossroads right now. But this is also kind of like X marks the spot. This guy is ingenious. He's come up with some kind of solution in some ways to, like, kind of blend, you know. So I'm not sure how that resonates, kind of thing, but like there does seem like a need for maturity, a need to let go, a need to forgive who you need to forgive, even if it's yourself. Okay, especially if it's yourself. Okay, everybody makes mistakes. Okay, we are in this, human body, in this form in order to make mistakes and to grow. Okay, so that we can evolve into our best selves. Okay, but we have to internalize the lessons, you know. Okay, what kind of guidance can we give anybody who's watching today? We have the King of Cups. So this can be a love situation, definitely, right? Because we have the, almost like maturing, from the page to the queen to the king, potentially. So this can be yourself again, like if you found that you've been very kind of emotional, and it's like the king, he is the master of his emotions. He does let his heart lead him, but he also doesn't let his, he's very balanced, okay? He has that, you know, earth energy that, causes this groundedness, but he uses his heart to lead him, okay? And so we have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So I believe that there might be something that your heart has been telling you about, or it could be representing another person, right? Okay, and it seems like potentially even stuck in your head, but potentially about an offer. Like maybe you received an offer, you've been kind of thinking about it, or you're expecting an offer. Like this is the Three of Wands. Okay, Three of Wands is about creation, it's about birth. It's about like expecting your ships come in. Like this person like is specifically pregnant and she is expecting, And what we also have here is Eight of Pentacles that fell out too. So we have a lot of eights, fly just went by. We have a lot of eights, and so this can represent like abundance, but Eight of Pentacles is about work. It is the apprentice, it is enjoying what you are doing, so what is it that again, like when you're saying about trusting your intuition, like what is it that that you were expecting, that you were overthinking about potentially, okay? Like, what is it? Like, but you have the power, okay? You have the power to forgive yourself. You have the power to forgive others. You have the power to let this go, whatever it is, okay? If you, like, I mean, ultimately, the more we hold on, the more we, like, that is, like, energy needs to flow, right? And the more we resist, the more that we, like, hold on, the less we receive, in a lot of things. So, I mean, in order to bring in some type of abundance, some type of love, in order to mature, in order to learn and internalize these lessons, there is something that potentially will be very helpful to you if you release like this pain, or this hurt, or again, if you think something can't be made right, it can always start, with that, like that first step, you know. Anyways, hopefully that's helpful. Again, I don't really know what I said. So hopefully it made sense. Anyways, I hope you have a, good 48 hours. And yeah, feel free to comment if this was helpful or set a like. Okay, thanks.